Welcome to Election Night 2020 in America. Tonight we have Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota taking on President Donald Trump. And it is now time for the 7 p.m. poll closings in 6 states. Our first results are in. Donald Trump wins the state of Indiana, 11 electoral votes from Indiana. Trump also wins Kentucky, 8 electoral votes from Kentucky. And Donald Trump will win South Carolina, 9 electoral votes in South Carolina. Klobuchar wins her first state of the night, Vermont, 3 electoral votes. Let's get a key race alert. In Virginia, 13 electoral votes are at stake, and Klobuchar is leading. That's a critical state for her to win. Georgia, another state too close to call, a critical state for Trump to win, and he has a lead of 6.1%. And there's the electoral map. It's 28-3 at this early hour. Donald Trump has a lead. And now it is time for the 7:30 p.m. poll closings. Out of 3 states, including 2 swing states, Donald Trump wins West Virginia, 5 electoral votes in West Virginia. Ohio is too close to call. 18 electoral votes are at stake, and Klobuchar is leading. In North Carolina, 15 electoral votes at stake, just as important. Donald Trump has a small lead there. And there's the electoral map now, 33-3, not a whole lot of change. It is 8 p.m. and it's time for the 8 p.m. poll closings in a bunch of states and the District of Columbia. Speaking of, the District of Columbia will be awarded to Klobuchar, 3 electoral votes. Delaware goes to Klobuchar, 3 more electoral votes. Klobuchar will win the smallest state in the U.S., Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes out of Rhode Island. Connecticut, another very small state, but has a decent amount of electoral votes, 7 go to Klobuchar. Massachusetts, with 11 electoral votes, Klobuchar is the winner of 11 electoral votes. Maryland, 10 electoral votes are awarded to Klobuchar. New Jersey, 14 electoral votes are also awarded to Klobuchar. And her last call, Illinois, 20 electoral votes go to Klobuchar. We turn to Trump states now from these poll closings. Tennessee goes to Donald Trump with 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump will also carry the state of Alabama, reliably Republican Alabama, 9 electoral votes. And another reliably Republican state, Mississippi, 6 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes. Donald Trump wins that state. And a key race alert in Florida. 29 electoral votes are at stake. Klobuchar has a pretty good lead right now. In Missouri, 10 electoral votes are at stake. Surprising Trump doesn't have a bigger lead, but he does have a lead. Pennsylvania, too close to call as well. 20 electoral votes, a state Klobuchar hopes to win, being that she's from the Rust Belt. She has a lead there. New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, another important state. Klobuchar is leading there as well. And Maine, Klobuchar is leading with 4 split electoral votes at stake. And here's the electoral map now. It is 75-66. And it is now time for the 8:30 p.m. poll closings. One state, that's Arkansas. And Donald Trump, unsurprisingly, wins Arkansas. And not much change to the electoral map. There it is, 75-72. So Klobuchar has a slim lead. But that's going to go away. We have a call to make. Donald Trump wins the state of Ohio with 18 electoral votes. A big call. Klobuchar was hoping to win that state, or at least challenge it, but it's gone pretty early. So Donald Trump wins. A critical state for him. It's now 90-75, and Trump has taken his, not his first lead, but he has taken a lead on the electoral map. And now it is time for the 9 p.m. poll closings out of a slew of states. And first up is New York. 29 electoral votes are at stake. Klobuchar wins. Minnesota, at poll closing, Klobuchar wins. That's her home state, so not surprising. And New Mexico, Klobuchar wins 5 electoral votes. And in Louisiana, Donald Trump will win 8 electoral votes. Texas, 38 electoral votes are at stake. Donald Trump has won. Kansas, 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump wins. And heading up the Red Wall to Nebraska, 4 out of the 5 split electoral votes are awarded to Donald Trump. Wyoming, 3 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. Trump will also carry a reliably Republican state. South Dakota, 3 electoral votes. And to go with it, North Dakota, 3 additional electoral votes. Let's get a key race alert. Michigan is too close to call, 16 electoral votes at stake. Klobuchar has a lead, another state she's hoping to flip tonight. Wisconsin, Donald Trump has a slim 0.1% lead, 10 critical electoral votes at stake there. Colorado, 9 electoral votes at stake, another important state. Klobuchar is leading by 3% there. Arizona, 11 electoral votes at stake. Donald Trump has a lead of almost 3% there. Nebraska, 2nd Congressional District, 1 electoral vote. Donald Trump is leading. And on the electoral map, you can now see 155 to 119, and we have a call to make. Donald Trump wins Georgia, 16 electoral votes. An important call for Donald Trump. And now on the electoral map, 171 to 119. Things not looking great for Klobuchar now. And it is time for the 10 p.m. poll closings out of 4 states. And our first projection, Donald Trump to win Montana, 3 electoral votes in Montana. Donald Trump will win Utah with 6 electoral votes. And Iowa, 6 electoral votes are at stake. Donald Trump is leading in Iowa. Nevada, 6 more electoral votes are at stake. A state Clinton won in 2016. Klobuchar is leading. Here's the map now, 180 to 119 for Trump. We have a call to make. Donald Trump wins North Carolina, 15 electoral votes, and this is big news. Here's another call. Missouri, Donald Trump wins 10 electoral votes out of Missouri. And we have one more call to make. Virginia, Klobuchar wins 13 electoral votes from Virginia. Now let's look at the electoral map, 205 to 132, Klobuchar way behind. This is really not good for Klobuchar. Even with California, which is going to come in later on, still Donald Trump has a huge lead, and Klobuchar is not getting the turnout she needs in the Southeast. That's why she lost North Carolina, why she lost Georgia. Her lead has slipped in Florida, and she's not getting a lot of turnout in the Rust Belt either. We do have a little bit of good news for Klobuchar, however. She wins Colorado, 9 electoral votes in Colorado. Klobuchar will win that state. And now on the electoral map, not a whole lot of difference. 205 to 141. It is now time for the 11 p.m. poll closings. Hawaii is our first projection, 4 electoral votes. Go to Klobuchar easily. And here's another call. California, 55 electoral votes. The biggest single state in the Electoral College goes to Klobuchar. Washington, 12 electoral votes are awarded to Klobuchar. And here's another call. Oregon, 7 electoral votes to Klobuchar. Not a surprise there. And we have another call to make. Donald Trump wins Idaho, 4 electoral votes. Not a surprise. And here we have a call. Nevada goes to Amy Klobuchar, a state Clinton won in 2016. Klobuchar needs that to get to the White House. 6 electoral votes from there. And 225 to 209 on the map. Klobuchar has started to turn things around, and she has a small lead right now. And a call. Donald Trump wins the 2nd Congressional District in Nebraska, giving him all 5 votes. And here's the other state that splits electoral votes. It's Maine. All 4 of them are awarded to Klobuchar. That is a flip. And Arizona, 11 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. Here's the electoral map. As we said, the 2nd Congressional District of Maine is a flip. Klobuchar leads. And we have a call. 4 electoral votes from New Hampshire to Klobuchar. And here's another call and a huge flip. Florida goes to Klobuchar. Somehow she got a huge wave of votes, and she wins the 29 electoral votes out of Florida. She's now 8 away from 270. 1 a.m. poll closings now in Alaska. And Donald Trump wins Alaska, 3 electoral votes. Not a surprise at all. And we have a call. Klobuchar wins Iowa, 6 electoral votes. This is really surprising. I don't think anyone predicted this, but she has, appeal, being that she's from Minnesota, and she is able to win Iowa. And now on the electoral map, it's 268 to 224, meaning Klobuchar is only 2 electoral votes away from the presidency. Stand by for a CNN projection. We can now project Klobuchar will be the next president of the United States. Here's what pushed her over the top. Michigan, 16 electoral votes, put her over 270. On the map, you can now see she's at 284. Donald Trump is back at 224. And we have another call. It's another flip, as was Michigan. 20 electoral votes from Pennsylvania, Klobuchar wins. Wisconsin, another flip. Klobuchar wins 10 electoral votes from Wisconsin. So once again, Klobuchar will win the presidency. She will be the 46th president come January. There's your final electoral map. We hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage, and we'll see you next time.